Today we are looking at an unbelievable Toll Brothers model here in Pontevedra, Florida. You guys, if you are considering maybe downsizing from your waterfront home, or even if you're an emerging family, you want something a little bit bigger, this is the perfect home for you. You have soaring 20-foot ceilings almost all throughout the home, which is significant. You're not going to find anything like this anywhere else. If you're new to the channel, my name is Gregory Grant. I help buyers just like you from my YouTube and Instagram relocate to Northeast Florida successfully. And if you're looking at new construction, whether you're local or coming into Florida, reach out to me. All of my information is here on the screen. I help buyers every day, every week. This is what I do full time. I would love an opportunity just to talk, see how I can help. All right, let's hop into the video. Okay, today we are starting with the Killian here at Haven at Palm Valley. You're looking at a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3-car garage, 3,400 square feet. It is a 2-story home, and the price is starting basically at $1.6 million. Now, keep in mind, here at Haven at Palm Valley, you're going to have 5 floor plans in general that you can build out here, and there's only 20 home sites. So it's very exclusive, and having new construction in Pontevedra, Florida is very rare. So this opportunity is definitely not one that's going to come around often. I'm very excited to hop in here because this plan is unlike anything else that you will find here in Northeast Florida currently. Okay, so we've made it into the home. The first thing you're going to see is this foyer area. Unbelievably gorgeous, beautiful sight lines down into that living room. And then, of course, the 23-foot ceilings. Unbelievable height. I'm excited to make my way back over there. So starting here on the left side, the first thing we're going to look at here is going to be that 3rd-car garage. Now, you really probably won't utilize this with a golf cart too much. On my review of the actual community here in a few days, you'll kind of see there's not many places to take this. There is a shopping center up the road, so maybe you can use it for that. But vehicle travel is going to be the majority of things you'll be doing here. Now, this is going to be the first bedroom that you'll find downstairs. Really perfect for a guest room. It does feature its own ensuite as a standard. You can see the tile all the way up to the ceiling, which is always a nice touch. Keep an eye, of course, on the fixtures. They can always be changed later in the design center. Now, the bedroom is a 10 by 10 room, so decent amount of size. Like I said, more than likely, this is just going to be the perfect guest room. You have that window letting in a decent amount of natural light, and then you have the closet door here. Again, not a massive closet. If you are truly using this as a guest room, you probably don't want your guests staying for an extended period of time, so this room is kind of perfect for that. Now, what's really cool is right ahead of the guest room here, you're going to find the office and then the powder room. So powder room, this is where a lot of your guests are going to be. It's pretty nice and secluded, I'd say, compared to where it is in relation to like the living room. So that's very nice to see. And then we have the flex room. Now, this flex room here is pretty significant. It's actually larger than the bedroom. So it's about 14 by 11. Beautiful windows letting in so much natural light. There's actually a hidden storage closet in there. I'm not going to open it as the rep that's here today is hiding in there. She didn't want to be on video. But just know you do have the storage closet hidden there. Okay, let's now walk into my favorite part of this home, and that's going to be your 2-story great room. First off, just really take in the view. It is not a sunny day by any means, but look at how much natural light floods this room, even despite it being very cloudy and a rainy day. This is where your family is going to gather. This is where all the hangouts are going to happen, the movie nights. It's such a beautiful space in here. Yeah, just really soak that in. This living room is pretty wide. I mean, you're looking at about a 19 by 18 great room, which is pretty significant. You do have the sliding pocket doors that can slide from either side. So you really can take advantage of that indoor-outdoor living. You have a great sight line into the front door from here. And then as you can see, you have the windows all on top of that 2nd story all throughout the home. Now, before we step into that beautiful kitchen, I want to just show you kind of that everyday entry point. So here on my right side, you're going to have your drop zone. Very convenient. Drop your shoes, drop your coats, whatever you need it for. Here on my left side is going to be your laundry room. So not a super massive laundry room, right? If you are downsizing, this would make a lot of sense. Through that door is just going to be your HVAC door. And then here you can see just kind of some of the space you'd be working with. Very significant though, in my opinion. I love having it nice and away. And then here you're going to have just that extra linen closet as well. And then the 2-car garage. Now, I'll admit the 2-car garage may not be as large of a garage as you're used to probably in Pontevedra or Nakati. It's 20 by 19. So you might not be able to fit 2 SUVs in here. Just keep that in mind as you're searching. And if this really is an option, definitely you want to have that in the back of your mind. The other floor plans, they have bigger ones. So here we are in the kitchen. And I got to tell you, this kitchen is just magnificent. It's perfect to stay connected with the family. You have the oversized island. You have all of this natural light flooding. And you can even see too, as an upgrade, you can get the uppers on your cabinets, which really just adds sort of that regal vibe to it. A lot of room if you like to cook. You do also have the soft close as well. Also here on the cabinets, decent amount of space in there, really cool. And then of course as an upgrade, you can get the lights that are already in there now. You have the vented hood that actually does go out to the outside, which is significant if you like to cook. You want to make sure your home doesn't smell like the food you're cooking. That's very cool. And then your island is also quite functional. You can design it to match all of the other cabinetry. And then as well, you have the soft close on the island. So very cool. I really enjoy that space. Here's going to be that corner pantry. You know, not massive for the price of the home, but still functional and really nice looking. You can also kind of set up like your coffee area with a microwave here. And then as you can see, even over here, I mean, the amount of storage you get is perfect. Now, I'm not even going to try to reach above the fridge because I definitely can't reach that at 5'6". So keep that in mind if you're typically used to utilizing that space. So now we have your casual dining area. It's still pretty connected despite technically being away from that open concept a little bit, but your sight lines into the backyard and the kitchen and the living room is still very significant. Hey, if this home is starting to check a few boxes for you, go ahead and leave a comment below. Tell me what your favorite part is so far. And then if it is truly checking some boxes, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you more about what's available out here. So we have made it to the primary bedroom. And as you can see, you have these massive windows letting in so much natural light. I love what they did with the accent wall. That, of course, is not standard, but that's something I would recommend you do in here. So decent sized primary bedroom for sure. I gotta say, it's not as big as some that we feature on the channel, but again, if you're downsizing or if you are looking for just a larger footprint, this could still work very well as an upgrade. Okay, let's check out this primary bathroom next. So one of the cool things is you have the separate dual vanities with that floating tub there in the middle. Very cool. Now this shower here is an upgrade. So this is going to be the bigger version of the shower. So you have the shower head at the very top, on the sides, and then the little gooseneck there too. Tile up to the ceiling, so it's very beautiful, of course. And the big window letting in so much natural light here in your tub. Now, I want to show you as well, you can have the soft close in here. I recommend going all out on upgrades in your primary bedroom and bathrooms since you'll spend most of the time here. Now, the walk-in closet is interesting. Again, what we're looking at is an upgrade. What you can do in here, because I know this space probably looks and feels just a tad bit awkward coming in, you can actually split this off. So your shower would be a little bit smaller, but the cutoff would be right about from here over. And basically what ends up happening is that you have 2 walk-in closets rather than just this big walk-in, which I know most of you guys would probably prefer having a separate walk-in from your husband, right? So keep that in mind. And then, of course, we have the toilet here that is blocked by the door. I know that doesn't sound like a cool feature, but you'd be surprised some places don't have that. So very cool. Now we're going to go ahead and make our way upstairs. On the way, I just want to let you know if you are considering relocating to Northeast Florida, you're looking at purchasing new construction at this level, reach out to me. I have a really good relationship with all of the builders. And typically, you know, the on-site agents, they work for the builders. They don't work for you. So they work to get the builder the best deal possible. That's like using the other person's lawyer in the same court case. It just doesn't make sense. I represent you and I work to get you the best deal possible. and the builder pays me 100% to do that. So reach out to me when you are ready. Okay, so this is a big decision point here when it comes to this model. We've made it to the second floor, which is where the loft is going to be. Now, here's the thing. The loft is not covered by a wall, right? So from the loft, you're basically still in the living room. So what's happening is, like, if you have kids and this is kind of their hangout area, you're still going to hear them pretty decently from the living room. But with that same proximity, of course, that means you can keep a better eye on them as well. So just consider that if this is a model that you're really, really thinking about, because a lot of people don't until they actually have it, right? Here's going to be one of the other secondary bedrooms on the top floor. This is basically like a copy and paste of the one down below. A little bit of a bigger closet in here, and the room is only slightly bigger at 14 by 10. Which isn't such a crazy big deal because the size of it, I mean, they can kind of grow into it if they're younger or if they're older. It's still pretty decent. And then, of course, they have access to the loft area. So I think it works out pretty perfectly. A lot of natural light up here as well, which is really cool. And then down this hallway on the other end is where you're going to find that other bedroom. Now, turning the corner here, one of the first things you're going to see is where that shared bathroom is going to be. So dual vanities. Really convenient, tile up to the ceiling as well, just to keep that consistent look all throughout the home. I always tell people, don't go too heavy on the secondary bathroom upgrades if you're looking to save money and still have a really nice home. I have a full video on what upgrades you should make, so take a look at that on my channel. Here on the right side is going to be that bedroom. Now this changes a little bit depending on the elevation. Right now we're looking at the farmhouse elevation, so this third bedroom is a little bit bigger than some of the other ones. This room is sitting at about 20 by 15. If you do the coastal elevation, then it's a 15 by 14 room. So you get this like extended space here. On both elevations, you do have the walk-in closet, but of course, and they're actually going to be the same size. So same size closet, just the room gets a little bit bigger depending on the elevation. This is going to be the biggest one. Now, stepping out of this room here, you're going to find that we have another linen closet, and then this is just going to be your HVAC closet. Maybe you can get away with putting a little bit of storage in there, so just a potential option. One thing I want to point out, of course this door is locked, but the glass look on all of those doors, that is an upgrade and definitely an option that you can pick if you kind of like the way that looks. So from here, we're going to make our way downstairs into the backyard. Now, this is going to also be another deciding factor. So you're looking at 60 white lots on these homes. So if you're coming from Pontevedra or Nocatee, you might be used to something a little bit bigger. Again, this is perfect for the downsizer or somebody who has an emerging family and you really want that big open concept, big, large windows, things of that nature. So the backyard is going to be interesting because while there are a decent amount of upgrade options you can make for it, there are also some limitations that you'll have as well. Okay, so first off, beautiful out here. One of my favorite things is that the lanai is going to be very high, just like the rest of the home. So very consistent with that. Now, here's the thing about the backyard. This is a good representation of the lot. It'll be a little bit bigger, but you'll have this really nice area with access into your dining room. Stepping out, here's the main thing that I want to show you. You can do this right here, and then on the right side, you can do a hot tub. If you wanted a pool, the thing about the pools is that they're not going to be massive, right? So the hot tub is an option, but you can get a pool that'll pretty much fit where you can kind of see that green space there at the fire pit, and that'll be about the size of your pool. So something to consider with this floor plan in particular. You have other options with some other floor plans. And then, of course, you can get the grill setup back here as well. Very beautiful with that pergola look, which I think is really cool. But that's going to be your backyard. The orientation from back here is very cool. You can see all of those windows on the 20-foot ceilings and whatnot. Let me know how you guys feel about this model. I'm going to do a video on the channel soon walking you through the entire community and the other 4 floor plans that you can build. And we're going to talk about the area in detail. So subscribe and stay tuned because I have a little bit of extra things I want to talk about. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any other home tours that I feature. You guys, this home by Toll Brothers is seriously next level, and it's gonna take an agent who's familiar with how Toll Brothers works to get you the best deal possible. So all of my information is on the screen. Reach out to me if you'd like to have more info on this home or the other models that you can build in this community. Subscribe because I'm going to feature a big overview of this community and what it has to offer. That way you can really make a decision before you get here for a visit. If you are considering visiting, again, my info is on the screen. Reach out to me. Now, I chose these two videos up here because they go hand in hand with what we're talking about today, some other Toll Brothers homes just in the general area. Check one of these videos out. God bless you. I truly mean it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.